G'day my friends, Marty Ware here from Marty's Garden. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Marty Ware from Mullumbimby, New South Wales, Australia, in the Byron Shire, right on the north coast. We're just below the Gold Coast and it's a subtropical region. But because I've said that, don't just bail out, because this video is going to be for lots of people. If you want to help people as well, you can come on this journey with me. It's to do with the cost of living crisis and regarding the last video that I made, because, man, I'm just blown out by the response, how many people were talking about it, and the comments that I got. So thank you everyone for responding, becoming involved, and giving me lots of feedback. And it helped me realise that I need to start building a cost of living crisis garden. Now, I'm just shooting on my little mobile camera at the moment. It's just, it's just a phone sort of thing, so we haven't got this nice big wide shot and everything like that. But I've got this nice space, and we're going to come back right back to here, and you can see it at the back there. Now, stay with me, guys. It's really important that you stay with me, because we need you to watch at least 40%, 46, actually 50% or more of this video, so I can start helping more and more people. Now, this space here at the back behind me, it's going to be our cost of living crisis garden. Pretty cool, right? I've got a whole lot of stuff. I ran around this morning buying cheap stuff as much as I could. Now, I've got some really cheap compost and some cheap cow manure and things like that to help people, because I realise if it's a cost of living crisis, the fact is we can't spend a lot of money, right? We need to be saving pennies on the dollar. Now, what I've got here, I've probably gone over a little bit in budget, but the reason being is I want to have a variety of ways to show people how to grow food, and then you can decide which way is right for you. Now, remember, you've got to hang into this video. Don't bail. And then if I am sharing lots of value and you feel that you can help people and I can help people, we can keep carrying on this story and help a lot of people. Look, I'm just blown away by the response in the comments. I don't think I've had that many comments on a video for such a long time, and I was really concerned about actually making that piece of content, but I've decided, and I'm going to show you what I've got, guys, and then you can decide whether you want to come along this journey with me. This is really sort of part two of just following up. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to bring out the plants, because without plants we don't have a garden, right? So I'm just going to bring them over here and show them to you. I'll bring them up one by one. Now, you want to grow what's in season for you. You can follow along with similar plants and things like that, but grow what's in season for you, or plan ahead for the next season and get ready to go. Now, if you're on a balcony, small space, little tiny backyard, this is perfect for you guys, because I'm going to show you some really cool little plants that you can get. Now, what I want you to stick with, if you can, is like dwarf species and things that grow really well in pots and stuff like that, because we're going to really be doing more of a potted garden. It may evolve into something where there's some little bit of digging or a little bit of no dig, bale gardening and stuff like that. But for starters, we need to have things growing in pots and containers. That's why you got all those foam boxes behind me, which I scored at the back of this little supermarket this morning, really early in the morning. And this is what they call a snacksicum. It's a little bit, I spent a little bit over budget on this one, just to prove a point, to show you what is sort of out there. It's a little baby capsicum plant. Now, at $9 a kilo, I'm figuring, well, I can get a few kilo out of this, get some more seed out of it, grow some more plants, sell some plants, give some plants away, and have food on the kitchen table, fresh food, which is extremely valuable. The snacksicum, but there's lots of different ones, and I've got another really cool one that I didn't know existed, and it's a little pumpkin, believe it or not, and you can grow it up a trellis and things like that, because that's why we've got the tomato stakes and different things. I'll just have a look in here and see where it is, and this is a very cool little plant. They get like about yay big apparently, and they look like a little Japanese, like those lantern things. For we don't really do Halloween here much, but yeah, look at that. It's an heirloom, and it's an heirloom pumpkin, Jack B. Little. Here we go, Jack B. Little. So these type of plants, that you can grow. Really, really awesome. You can go for the small sort of stuff. Now, we've got to have a lot of biodiversity when we're growing a really good little organic garden. And one of the ways by doing that is by planting some flowers. Now, the African marigold is one of my favourites because it's got great coloured flowers. Look at that. And it attracts a lot of beneficial insects, and it keeps nematodes sort of out of your soil and things. And it's just a really pretty flower. And I think you can eat the marigold sort of thing and sprinkle it around on different stuff and things like that. So that's one of them. And now we've got lots of little basil there. Now remember, you need to grow what's in season. There's probably too many basil there, but we're going to put these into pots. And we're going to harvest them as baby leaf and also as mature plants. And we're going to build out this spot. So we want to have some herbs because you cook a lot with herbs. That's why basil's a very popular one. We've got some parsley. Now, I don't know why I bought this. I've got that much parsley going in my backyard. But anyway, it got thrown into the container with everything. We've got some bok choy. Now, it might be getting a little bit hot here for some of these plants. But I thought, hey, give it a go. You never know. They might do all right. Some bok choy there. And then we've got down here a really interesting little plant. Now stay with me, guys, because remember, I need you to watch more than 50% of this video if you can. And this is, what is it called? It's an eggplant little fingers. So just a small one, a small eggplant. And these will grow for a few years in the garden, which is really, really cool because you want to be able to just keep food growing on. Now, this plant, the tomato tomato, I've got this growing everywhere through my garden, but it was $1.80. I purchased it for $1.80, just absolutely perfect. And it's a really tough cherry tomato. We've got some mignonette lettuce here. You can just pick from the sides and things and just harvest quickly, and you eat the leaf now, and I'll probably harvest from that and then replant it. Two different types, a sort of red and a green sort of one, you know. And then we've got more herbs, garlic chives, because we want to use them like in pizzas and different things. And then we've got a strawberry with a little plant popping out the side, and that means we can propagate on from that and get a strawberry garden growing off the side. So we've got some fruit, some herbs, different things. And then we've got something that not everyone will really want, but this is called a Vietnamese mint. It's really good if you're making wraps and things, making like in a spicy, and it gives you that extra zing flavor. Now, I've got something over here. I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to show you because I think this is very important. Now, we're on the street for the traffic, right? So let's just zoom this back here, get this onto here, and we will show you what we've got. Now, I make and sell my own compost. Now, I'm just going to say straight up, this stuff is not as good as what I have growing that I make here, that I sell. But it's cheap and it will do the job, and it's perfect for this style of gardening because what we're doing is we're doing a cost of life crisis. So these are about, at Bunnings, this is a potting mix. I think this was about $4.50, somewhere between, somewhere around $4 to $5 each one of these bags. So I've got a potting mix, I've got a few bags, 3 bags of manure, which is the cow manure, and I've got 3 bags of the compost, which it's got some bit of odd reviews, but yep, Bunnings are selling them. I've got 3 of each, and they're going to be very handy for filling up the foam boxes. Now we'll come back to here and we'll have a look and have a chat about the foam boxes before we go. Now, how are we going? Are you hanging in there? Are you watching? Are you getting involved? Because what we want to do is over time, we want to share this content, get it out to more people and help people with their cost of living crisis. So I want to show you how you can build over a series a garden like this. And we've got a whole lot of foam boxes. Now these were free, guys, which is really awesome. Now there's going to be a debate in here about how they're not healthy and all this type of stuff. But what we're trying to do here is save the dollars, my friends. Save the dollars. There's already holes in the bottom. There's enough sides in here. That'll fit probably, there's 25 litres in that bag. I reckon these are about 15 litres or more. And I'm going to make some blends up, plant into these and get things going. And that way we can get food growing really, really quickly as we build out this little space. Now it's only going to be about 3 metres by 3 metres, something like that. I haven't exactly measured it up yet, but it's very cool. And I think it's really going to help a lot of people But I'm going to need help from you guys as well, sharing this content and getting it out and watching more than 50% of the video, because the YouTube algorithm says, watch more than 50% of the video, we're going to share it to more people. Click more on the thumbnail, gets more shares, gets more thumbs ups, and more interaction, more comments and things, becomes a more popular video. And we really want to reach a lot of people, solve some problems. Now, I've got something that may not be for everyone, but they are here, the bales, right? So we've got them here at the back here. These are going to be used for the walls around the outside and things like that. We're going to actually build a part of a bale garden around a compost bin. So we've got the big little compost bin here. It's going to connect in. We're going to connect in like a compost system, worm farm, and try and make it so it's more self-sufficient. We're going to try and work on it, create a loop. So we're composting everything that we're coming out of here. We're putting it into these bins. We might even introduce a little underground worm farm. We'll see how things go, but we've got to keep the costs really, really low. Now, if you haven't already given us a thumbs up, we're on 11 minutes, and I've got to produce this video, the next one, showing you how I'm going to build it. There's a vertical section going at the back with the tomato stakes, and we're going to have, man, plants hanging off everywhere, growing up vertical, or if it's stories, and create that closed loop. If you're into that type of thing, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Awesome response from that last video. Going to try and help as many people as we can. Share this content, please, as it's getting out to others, and let's help make a change together. All right, I'm Marty Ware from Marty's Garden. Don't forget to comment down below, share what's going on, and it's going to be awesome, guys. We'll see you at the next video real soon. Here comes the flexi hand. Bye for now.